mission, that should be driving what we do. And in fact, I kind of know what the mission is, but thanks to the cloud that we're on now with the chamber, I was going to let Homer bring up, what is the kidding the mission of the chamber? Anybody here know exactly what, in the one sentence, the mission of the chamber is?
The mission of the chamber is to help give businesses an opportunity to grow in our county.
And that's a good macro view, but if I were to go verbatim, it's to lead, educate, and promote opportunity, education, growth, networking, and best practices that will serve the membership in the best way possible. So, you go, well, that's several different things. But if you actually look at the things that we do in the chamber, it breaks those things down to provide you those opportunities in those areas that you want to work. So, the key is to lead the way, but not be in the way. And sometimes you can lead the way, but you can be an impediment as opposed to, say, a child you're trying to teach ride the bike. You're just so helpful that you don't actually give them the opportunity to ride the bike. And you got to let them have some of those ups and downs that are key to learning. So that is key, is to lead but not be in the way, not over-regulate, not overrule, but enough guidance so that you will be successful and not get frustrated. And I sometimes am blessed with the patience of my grandfather. Sometimes staff has to pull me out of the woodwork. But that is why we have to work as a team. But I do want to tell you that the staff is dedicated to leading you by working with you, to create an environment that is conducive to accomplishing its goals, doing it effectively and efficiently. And one of my key traits that I want to bring to it is do it with fun. Make sure that when you walk out of a meeting that you at least had fun and say, that was a good half hour, hour and a half of my time. I was able to make new friends, grow my business, or be more educated in one way, shape, or form. Or I just had fun, period. Some of the events are just like that. Sylvia's peachy. The staff is dedicated and they will advocate most earnestly for the chamber and its members. Our goal is to grow and produce programs, events, and services to assist you. And we've really morphed over the last 2 years. Actually, 2 days ago was my 2-year anniversary of being with the chamber. The first year was to kind of fix the chamber. The second year we went through some changes. So I'm hoping the third year we actually get to implement programs and just kind of make sure the ship, the rudder's in the water and the ship's going straight ahead to give you opportunities to grow. Well, in promoting opportunity, as you've heard, one of the key things that we have to teach you is you have to get out of your comfort zone. Whether it's networking, going out, making sales calls, if you're just going to stick in your comfort zone, there's probably a lot of potential you're leaving on the table. So a lot of times you have to learn, like when you go to events, you sit with your friends, your cliques and so forth. Wait, you're not meeting all those other people that you need to do that. Greg has a great, get 3 or 4 business cards and make it a point to go meet and talk with those 3 or 4 people. Not 30 cards, because then it's daunting. It's like yard work. You break it up into segments. If I look at the full yard, ain't no way. If I do it side yard, half the backyard, you do it in bits and pieces. You climb that hill incrementally. The schedule. If you looked at, and this is, and when I say staff, we have Dana here, who's our full-time, business development, and she is knocking it out of the park with new members. I mean, in December alone, it's 40 new members. More than a full quarter, and it's really helped the chamber to have it full-time. She's out working with folks, because as it grows, it helps you grow. We have Summer, our communications and marketing. She's the guru that puts the things out to tell you about all the flyers, getting things out on social media. So if you have ways to improve or things that we've missed, make sure you get with Summer to improve something that maybe it's your ad. Beginning to sponsor, or how do we better highlight this particular thing? We have several goals in that area, and we do have a communications and marketing committee, which I will talk about here shortly. For the schedule, we put the schedule out. It's online, right?
Yes.
Online, have little flyers, and here's one alone. This is January. So I can fill your schedule with my schedule if you so choose. That's probably not effective and efficient use of your time. It just gives you an idea of what is out there, and then we have programs to help, to the mentorship program, to help you understand what is best for you to go to. Now, if you were to go to the state of the county, and you look at who these sponsors are, you're going, man, there's a lot of trash companies that are sponsors of the state of the county. Well, that is a niche for them to go build that networking, because they're going after those municipal and county contracts. That's big dollars, so it makes sense that they want to go to that event. For Eddie, you're looking for good networking events, so people understand just how much this touches their lives, and if it doesn't work for a day, we all come unglued, how can he help? So, a lot, Fun Friday is a great opportunity for him, because everybody, I don't care if you're Gates or the small entrepreneur, everybody has some form of communication that is critical or needed in technology. We have signature, we have big events all the way down to small fun events. Our signature events, in order of just the year, the annual, which is in October, we've already had our Christmas luncheon, which is the Hilltop. We had Judy provided some magic for us. We have State of the County coming up, which allows you an opportunity to hear from municipal and county officials, to network with them, to meet some of the businesses that work with them that you may be working with as a subcontractor. So it's great opportunities to network, and that is at the Thrasher Horn. We have our golf tournament in April, military appreciation, which again, you have a lot of bigger businesses there, but that's an opportunity where we're just saying thank you to the military men and women who serve our country and are recognized by their commands at the Thrasher Horn. Untapped will be in the second year. We're moving it from July to August. It's a fun networking event at Thrasher Horn where we connect craft beers with our restaurants. It was a fabulous first year event. This year we're going to grow it even more, add some, there's always lessons learned. We'll have wine and desserts. We'll probably have some more magic. We'll make it a fun 3 hours at Thrasher Horn later today. I say August because we learned July is not a good month if you have events, because everybody's kind of taking a mid-year break. It's in between. It seems to be that this is hard to do events. Business Health Expo, which everybody knows, but it transitioned to a community event this year. And they had, close to 800 people, close to 80 vendors. So the committee did a fabulous job at Thrasher Horn. And then we have government affairs. We try to get government officials to everything, but we do have the Tallahassee trip coming up on 4 February. If you don't get a chance to that, you get to go over there and see how the process works, to meet some of the key leaders that will be making decisions on that impact your taxes from the state perspective, what kind of incentives you get. Do they help local governments provide incentives? The chamber, we were looking at, we recently rented a space to Leland Property Management, but if that had not gone through, we were going to contemplate creating a space in which we put 3, 4, 5 desks in there, and some of these entrepreneurs that can live their business with this, with their iPads when out in the field, they're willing to pay $200 to $300 a month to be able to have a desk to come in and sit down for a few hours during the course of the month. They don't need a brick and mortar business for the whole time. So it's this new virtual space that is becoming kind of vogue with the new business models. So we looked at that at the chamber. We have several councils that give you either regional business perspective, a industry specific perspective, or just simple networking. We have Bridge to Bridge, which is Park Avenue Bistro down in Fleming Island, and this next week. We have the Technology Council. Now that is good networking, but that's educational. You think you know a lot about technology, but go listen to Brian Knight talk about the stuff how technology is embedded in your business and how Excel spreadsheets. I learned more about that. And this last Technology Council was incredible. So that alone is just very powerful. And I guarantee you, we probably only use 5% of the capability of these phones. And that's coming up next week. We have a Women's Empowerment Council that's coming online, and that's a strong group that was going to grow, bringing great opportunities. And yes, the men do get to come and do that, but they're doing a great thing, and they have a breakfast next week. We have Family Friday. Well, not technically a council, but it is the model for wonderful networking that has proven very successful because it helps you be successful and it's fun. And there's one other council. I forgot. Oakleaf. You know we got that. Man, I go land with a thud on the one-liner. Oakleaf. And we will be bringing up one more council. Yes, one more thing to stuff on the calendar. I just put the Slovoski on that when we added so much in the fall. What we found is that we're creating, you put too much on, now you start working against one another. Like next week's going to be the perfect storm. On one day alone, I got a morning event, I got a lunchtime event, and then there's another event the next day. So I'm going to say, you know, if you're small business folks, you have budget limitations, you have time limitations. We got to be careful how we schedule some of these things on top of all the other stuff you do in your lives, personal and professional. The Health Council will be coming online sometime this spring, and we'll probably start some planning meetings end of this month and figure out how we want to tackle that. After hours, talked about one this week. I'm actually going to go test out that new business this afternoon to get a massage from Mother Earth, which is kind of part of that complex and that grouping in there. I've reached that age where you do a lot of yard work and your body says it's time for you to get some professional help. The after hours help highlight businesses. Last one we had was First Atlantic, great opportunity. It's an opportunity to highlight business. We typically just do one a month, but I'm not averse to doing it to help business, want to help highlight the people in the industry network, highlight your business. That's a lot of fun. It's 5 to 7, at the end of the workday. You just come and there's really no pressure to just come and make some friends and do a little networking. Toast to Play really has gone the way of the dodo bird. Kind of put it on the shelf. It's only to be used for if I have a unique event, like let's say I get a Dave Caldwell and I try to create an event where have him come speak, I would call it Toast to Play. We've morphed Toast to Play and Chamber U all into one thing called Chamber U. Education is very important. So once a month, we are just going to be Chamber U's, one place, one time, so you get used to a time, a location, and it's going to be an educational opportunity. Last Chamber U we had was last month. We had Ask an Attorney. We had a panel of attorney experts up there. Very informational. We're not doing one in January because our schedule has got to be so slammed that the options were just bad dates. So we're going to start it up again in February. And I think we're going to talk about social media. Talk about social media. Social media is morphing so fast, and how you can use it. We're trying to figure out how can we better use social media to help our members. So that would be a good one. Chamber boardroom. We open up, as members, you have access to the chamber boardroom to use it for free. To get that, you need to have a 3-hour getaway. You always get out of the office because if you're having a meeting in the office, it's so easy for people to go, I just got to go to my desk, my computer or whatever. They go have that focused 3 hours. You have the opportunity to use it. But we're also going to be doing some seminars, which are good for that 15 to 25 people. We have some financial seminars coming up, probably February, March, April. But if you want to have a seminar, feel free to come use our boardroom. Committees, we do have committees. And those committees are made up of members. Many of us, how many ambassadors we have in here? I think I counted 4 or 5. These are folks that go, like it's like St. Vincent says, that good catch, above, beyond cause. Well, these are folks that go above the normal call of a member to help you, whether it's mentorship, showing up at ribbon cuttings. We have a fabulous one at the back of Neck Institute there on Park Avenue, 17. And they are the ones who have been there, gone down that road, and are helping members as they come online to help you maximize the efficient use of your member benefits. We have a business membership advisory board. That's a hand-picked board of members by a board member, and that oversees all programs and holds me to budget and certain goals as they review everything. Bubbles and chairs that committee, Thrashhorn. Communications and marketing, chaired by John Cantrell, sits on my board, but he's brought on some wonderful experts, and it's great mentorship for summer and for us to see these other folks that are involved in the industry, what can we do to help make the chamber better in getting our message out, which helps get you your message out. Workforce education. Workforce is a critical part of helping a community grow from a business perspective. If you go to any economic development seminar, they're going to tell you workforce and what comes out of the schools and the school systems, that workforce education is key to being competitive if we expect to be able to compete and bring those people. And Brian Knight, Pragmatic Works, chairs that. Education, we've kind of talked about almost everything you do, talking about you're going to be educated, whether you learn more about a product, more about a particular topic. Education is almost in everything we do, and we need to bring that. Some are dedicated education, some are just from the guest speakers. Networking, we talked about that a lot. The term that is very common, but doing it properly is key to how you need to get your business going, whether it's doing plumbing, cell phone repair, selling homes, getting in touch with the right people, getting in touch with in fact, I made it was realtors with, was I talking with, Lapels, Mr. Dry Cleaning. I said, here's a deal. Why don't you, as a new homeowner, get a month 10%, 50% off your dry cleaning? So you're connecting businesses with some of you who's coming in that may not know that we have a wonderful dry cleaning business that opened up just down in the Southern Publix shopping center right down here, right off of this road. Mentorship, we've talked about, and we've taken mentorship to a new degree. It's a quarterly program. It starts with a new member roundtable, then you have the one-on-one advantage where you get to know your mentor and the benefits of the chamber, and then there is the networking advantage to help you understand how you can use networking to improve. So we've taken it into a quarterly process, once a month for a couple hours to help you, and we've grown that. Leadership play we've talked about. It's typically a class of, we had our biggest class last year, 16. Anybody who's gone through it, it's a great way. It's 10 months, February to November, and you get exposed to military, nonprofits, industry day,
media,
law enforcement, media day, what are some of the others? Education day, health day, and two, it makes you team build. We make some great business friendships that you'll be able to use and rely on as you go on and you learn more about the community as you become leaders in your business and neighborhood. Member benefits. Talking about member benefits, there's a typical sponsorship. Sponsorship buys you this, and this, but as a membership, depending on what level on, who knows exactly what your member benefits are? I mean, if I were to say, Elena, you are an executive level membership, give me 10 things that you get as a member benefit of that. Not to put you on the spot. The benefits are right here. And you can see a big chunk of them are with your first level of entrepreneurial. And then as you go here, you get this plus all of these. You go to this level, you get this plus all of these. So you need to make sure, whether it's mailing labels, use of social media, there's so many things in here that I guarantee you people are not using that part of your benefits. Sit down with staff or your mentors and they'll tell you what it is. This is something you sign and you join, and then you go off and you live your lives and you don't realize, you don't take full use of your member benefits. So please take care of that. We are here to help. It's like golf. You join the chamber and you expect your business to grow, and a lot of times that's why people get frustrated. But in golf, you just go to the pro shop, I'll take that club, I'll take give me a bag of balls, I'm going to the range, and I'm just going to start swinging. Chances are you're going to walk off pretty frustrated, unless you're Billy Madison. What's the first thing you do? Is, okay, I need to learn, I need to get the right equipment, I need to get the fundamentals down, and you grow from there. No difference in business plan, who's my target audience. So that is a good example. Is the chamber's here to help you understand and help you be successful. Now, I'm not going to make you successful if you choose to run a bad plan. I want to give you the tools to be successful. Time management. And Time management is something that plagues us all, and a lot of it is because of technology. Facebook. Who's addicted to Facebook? I am, because it's like, man, some people post some pretty neat videos, like, well, that's cool, or how stupid is that kid? Or what people tell you what they're doing in their lives. It's amazing, it's addictive. Or, I gotta check, I mean, you gotta be in a meeting and you gotta check this, or my emails, or my texts, or Pinterest. I mean, if you wanna know how active, I mean, some of the girls were not talking about kids, 1,000 texts in how long? A weekend? Oh, 1,000 texts in a weekend? What, did they glue this to your fingers? So, it's time management is easy, and getting focused. You know, I have the open door policy, and I'm sitting there listening to conversations. The walls are thin, I can't get work done because I can't focus. In college, what did you do? You went to the library where you had to focus. So you have to be able to do that in life because there's so much to pull you, plus your professional and your family relationships or requirements. Time management is, at the end of the day, and who says, I do it all the time, oh, I'll take that home and I'll do it. Then you get home and then you do whatever, then you go, I have zero motivation to do this. I'll do it tomorrow. Next thing you know, it becomes a forest fire when you got to get it done, like, oh my lordy, I'm speaking tomorrow morning.
And that's a good, time management's a good point. We have to kind of close out. I love the passion
But buy local, we're working to improve buy local programs. You heard about the specials, and we want to be more aggressive to get those specials so that you can get your product out, and so help us help you push your product out to members and non-members. You'll sell just as much to somebody from Duval or from Charleston. You came from Charleston? Seattle. It doesn't matter. It's an international market. I want to emphasize that, you know, if you look at our website, there's the key phrases of commit, connect, and create. I mean, that's critical in the rebrand that we did 2 years ago. You know, commit to join, commit to get new members because a growing organization is good. Create, we're going to create lasting relationships because that is what sometimes technology, you lose that art of making friendships, making those relationships that ultimately are the key to success. And obviously create opportunities, development opportunity. So that's why commit, connect, create is critical to the chamber. You gotta have fun. Make sure you're having fun. If we're not having fun, let us know. Anytime a new member comes on, I always tell them the feedback is critical. I'm a retired naval aviator, and Navy ready when we better have tough skin and be able to understand and get that feedback. Every landing was graded, so you better learn to be able to take that so you can improve. We talk about business coaches, better design. You hire them to give you that hard critique. This is what you have to do to make yourself better. Don't, you know, you just have that thick skin. Here's what I need to do to make myself better. But I want to thank Craig and his whole team for their vision to reestablish the Oakleaf Council, which used to be one of the strongest councils the chamber used to have years ago. It's great to see it come back up and strong and a great venue. It's in a growing market. The Oakleaf is probably the best growing market in the county. And it's a regional thing. Oakleaf encompasses 2 counties, but with the expressway, it's going to touch. You see what's going up at Cecil Field? You see they're looking at potentially getting another million square foot manufacturer. That is what starts the floodgates. With those big businesses, they need small businesses to supply whatever it is, and they're going to be looking at Oakleaf. If it's workforce, location of their stores, education, you name it, this is a target-rich environment for the future. So again, I want to thank you so much. If there are any questions, but again, my door is always open. I'm not on the golf course.
Any questions for Doug?
Yeah, sometimes I get going. It's like
Well,
commission. It's like
I love his passion too, man. And that's what's great about having the head of our chamber here, because you can ask him questions, you can talk to him, and the open door policy is really true, because you can just go in and talk to him.
And I didn't write down this Armada tickets here. 2 tickets to for the drawing for the Armada. You know, they like to create deals with our sports teams in town, and we cut a deal during the annual. And they gave us so many tickets. And, you know, the professional soccer team going to be at the baseball park. So this is for 2 tickets. You just call and you work the deal, and we'll make that part of the drawing.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Again,
Thank you, Doug.
thank you so much.
guys, this is, as we move real quickly, I want us to introduce ourselves real quick, okay? This is part of it, getting to know each other and getting your message out. Here's how it works. My name is Craig Mikulski. I'm with DBVA Compass Bank. I run the Orange Park office. If you need help with loans, deposits, you need a personal banker, I'm the guy you want to call. So, Craig Mikulski, DBVA Compass Bank. Just about a 15-second, okay? You go right ahead.
I'm Maureen Ely. I'm the state representative Travis Cummings. He represents District 18, which encompasses Oakleaf on the clay side. Our office is on Wells Road, and if you need anything, either a constituent